and sells them. We can't go into court and said what he really bought it for after that."
"No," said Linley. "Did the constable find Steger when he called?"
"Yes," said the inspector. "At the back of the house. He was digging in the garden."
"Digging?" said Linley. "When did this happen?"
"Last Wednesday," said the inspector.
"But it was freezing hard last Wednesday, wasn't it?" replied Linley.
"Well, pretending to dig," said the inspector. "But we can't hang him on that. No one would dig while it was freezing that hard. But we can't prove it. And we couldn't hang him on it if we could."
"No. It just shows you and me that he's up to his old tricks again."
"That's all,"
said the inspector. "It was snowing even as they spoke, and had been freezing all week. I sat quite still and just listened, and I think they forgot me."
"He had a good heap of earth to show for his digging," Inspector Alton said. "But that didn't say that he'd only just done it. Lots of people heard a shot, though nobody saw it. We've had the whole body photographed by X-rays and there's no sign of a bullet."
"Could he have hit Slugger with a pickaxe through the window?"
"No, first floor," said the inspector. "The room upstairs. And Steger shot him from his upstairs room too, only there's no bullet. The wound goes a little downwards, and Steger's upper story was the higher one of the two. If you could only find that bullet for us."
"A deep wound, I suppose?"
"Oh, very," said Alton.
"He must have extracted it."
"Oh, no one crossed the street after the shot. Mears, that's the constable there, lives in the very street, 28 doors away, and he was out of his house in 10 seconds. The whole street was empty."
"He didn't have the bullet tied to a thin wire," said Linley. "You'd have thought of a thing like that."
"Yes, we thought of that," said the inspector. "But a big bullet like that would have left blood marks somewhere, either on Slugger's sill or the street or the wall of Steger's house. And there weren't any."
"What a cheek," said Linley. "Going and living right opposite Slugger's house."
"Yes," said the inspector. "And Slugger knew what Steger was waiting for, too. But he wasn't going to give up his house on that account. Steger thinks he can do what he likes, having escaped the first time."
"Slugger had his window open, you say?"
"Oh, yes."
"You can prove that?" said Linley. "Because you'd have to prove it, considering the weather."
"Oh, yes,"
said Alton.
"Mears will swear to that. Slugger had his window open in all weathers. He was sitting beside it reading. The paper was in his hand."
"It certainly looks as if Steger shot him through the window," said Linley.
"It stands to reason he did," said Alton. "But without the bullet to show, you know what a jury would do. They'd go and let him off."
"Yes," said Linley. "How wide was the street?"
10 yards from wall to wall," said the inspector. "Barely that. 9 yards 2 feet."
"Well, I'll think it over," said Linley, "and let you know tomorrow how I think Steger did it."
"I'd be very glad if you would,"
said the inspector, and he turned to go away. And at that he noticed me again, and told me that any suggestion from me that Steger had ever killed anyone would be highly criminal, as though he hadn't been slandering Steger, if that's the word for it, himself for the last 15 minutes. I said I wouldn't say a word against Steger, and the inspector left. "What do you make of it?" asked Linley. "Me?" I said. "If he shot Slugger and the bullet didn't go through, it must still be in the body. But they've found that it is."